YouTube, and welcome to Labor Day weekend. It is Saturday. Let's do a recap of the markets. Let's talk about silver, look at the price action, and let me show you some evidence why I think that silver is going to linger down here between 18 and 15 for some time to come. Also poured a little new silver this weekend. And most of all, I want to spread the message that it doesn't matter. All right, let me just actually start out with that. All right, why doesn't it matter? All right, if you are interested in stacking silver and gold, you fall into one of two camps. All right, in the first camp, you are concerned about inflation, the economy, the world around you, the devaluing dollar, and you want to put some money into something tangible that will preserve your wealth over time. If that's you, then you should be relaxing this weekend because, as I've said for some time, I think we're going to linger down here for a little while in this 18 to 15 range. No, I didn't think 20 was a bottom. No, I didn't think 18 was a bottom. And now we see we've cracked into 17, but rebounded above 18 for the week. But clearly, there is weakness in silver and probably gold as well. And if you're accumulating your stack, you're in the best possible place right now. You don't have to go back 9 years to start accumulating silver at 17 or 18. You can start right now and you can average into the market anywhere down in here, again, between 18 and 15 spot. I wouldn't pay high premiums. Lots of reasons why I think premiums will continue to drop, and wouldn't worry about silver running out. Lots of reasons why I think that silver is not going to run out or go into short supply. Group number one, congratulations. You get to stack some low premium bullion at very, very nice prices. Look for those opportunities. Group number two, which I fall into, and some of the people that have been following me for some time, is the group that has a pretty good size stack already, silver and gold, hopefully. And in your case, yes, we're a little bummed out that the prices are dropping and staying low. But it really doesn't matter if you're not going to sell. Now, I do think those losses are real losses because if you died today and your family liquidated your stack, you would take those real losses. So I don't want to ignore the fact that our stacks have lost, close to 50% of their value over the last couple of years. But I also want to recognize that the vast majority of us are not going to sell. All right, if you've got 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 10,000 ounces, 5 ounces of gold, 20 ounces of gold, etc., maybe some platinum as well. None of you guys are going to sell. Okay, you know that it's cyclical, and you know that what goes up comes down, and what goes down comes up, and therefore it is really just a wait and see game. If you're getting emotional about it, if it's making you sick, if you can't stand having lost some money on paper, then maybe stacking isn't for you, or maybe your stack is a little too big. Let you decide that. But for the vast majority of us stackers, us true believers, it doesn't matter. We're going to watch it bounce around down here for a period of time, and I'm going to show you in just a minute how long I think it's going to bounce around down here. All right, for those of you that don't know it, Amark is the owner or partial owner of many of the big bullion retailers, from JM Bullion to Provident to many of the dealers out there. They just bought BGASC the other day. I think you'll see videos on that. They've taken a stake in Silver Gold Bull, probably a big stake. They own part of of the Sunshine Mint, the people that supposedly can't provide silver to the U.S. Mint, and they're taking their mission to vertically integrate the precious metals market all over the world. Obviously, they have deep pockets and they have well known investors, including BlackRock. But that's not really what I'm here to say. If you do want to buy your precious metals, outside of what I'm calling the Amark Borg, and it's absolutely coming to hurt us. All right, it already has, and it will continue. Then you'll want to focus on the independent retailers. Those are going to be Apmex. That's going to be SD Bullion. And I eliminate the first two because I think they're somewhat high priced. I would go with Monument, Bold, and Hero. In Canada, the Coin Shop has not been taken over yet. I like the Coin Shop in Canada as well, and I'm sure there are some other retailers. Bullion Exchanges, I believe, is still independent and has some good deals. But if you're buying from the Amark Borg, you're signing on to being manipulated, having the premiums ratcheted up, and you can prove it by looking at all those websites. Log on to JM Bullion. First, look at what they say the spot price is. It's not correct. And then look at what their premiums are. And then go over to somewhere like Hero or Monument and take a look at what they say the spot price is, closer, if not below in some cases, Kitco, and look at what their premiums are. So let's avoid the Borg, because they're not coming to help you. They're coming to hurt you. They're coming to capture the silver and gold market. And they're doing a pretty damn good job of it. However, they have recently been hit. And this is when we get into why it is I want to show you that I think that this recession in silver prices will continue. Of course, I had been saying all the way on this dead cat bounce in the stock market that it was a dead cat bounce and we would resume downward. And we are doing that, and still not much fear in the market. Not much volatility in the market, so I do think we'll ultimately bust lower. Maybe not Tuesday, but I do think we'll find lower lows, and I think silver will find lower lows in the face of a recession, which I think will be more pronounced than most people give it credit for. Yeah, there are jobs, but I don't think a second or third job at Burger King is really going to make us strong when all the big companies are laying off all the good paying jobs. All right, and real estate, did you see the 30-year push up to nearly 6.5? Well, no, it was over 6. I think it might have been even 6.5 on Friday. Crazy, crazy moves in the mortgage rates, and of course that's not good for real estate. If you think that's going to pass you by, think again. If you have investment property, I'd really take a good look at what's about to happen. Real estate, is a slow motion train wreck about to occur. It may not be 50% down. It may only be 20 if we're lucky, but I think this recession is going to linger for many reasons. I've talked about that before. Who else thinks the recession is going to linger? And of course, silver is seen as a commodity and is depressed during recessions. Well, Amark Precious Metals, whose stock got hammered the other day, let me get over here. I can't make it small for some reason. Amark Precious Metals, you have to trust me that their stock got hammered the other day, currently trading at about 29, down from 60 or 70. Well, actually, here is the stock price. The first thing they did is announce a $1 dividend. I'm not sure why they did a special dividend, and I believe they announced recurring dividends. But the next thing they did is bring down their projections, their estimates for the rest of the year. So here is the stock price. I can't read you the stock price, but proof again that the silver squeeze. Oh, here is the stock price down here. That is $5. That is $10. That is $20. There is $30. There is $40. They had a split, which if these numbers don't sound right to you, and there is over $40. This period here was the silver squeeze period and the run to 30. But I want you to remember that they don't make money basically on spot price. If you look at their public filings, they are fully hedged, which means that JM Bullion is fully hedged, which means that Provident is fully hedged, which means that many of the players that are under them are fully hedged as well. They make money on volatility and they make money on premiums. So what was happening while we were squeezing the heck out of silver? Premiums were rising. What was happening? U.S. Mint was going into short supply, raising premiums. Amark is one of the primary I forget what they call them, distributors, etc., that gets their silver eagles for $3 over spot. Okay, now that doesn't stop JM Bullion for selling them for, $15 over spot, but they were just making money hand over fist and they were getting buy recommendations, etc. And now the market has turned down and that has brought their stock down as well. But what's really bringing their stock down, in my opinion, is their prediction for the future. These are the estimates for the future, and as you can see, they made $4.42 at their highest point, and they have been doing acquisitions and growing revenue as well. Perhaps they're paying too much for those acquisitions. I'm not sure about that. I haven't seen the narrative to go along with these estimates, but here's what they say for 2023. EPS last reported was $1.52. All right, they're predicting shrinking EPS of $1.22 in Q1, $1.10 in Q2, $1.09 in Q3. So this very large company, which is very linked in to the silver market and is very linked in my opinion, indirectly to the government. That's another story. But okay, they are telling you that they think that silver is going to be depressed in terms of volatility. Again, they make their money off volatility and premiums. This also tells you that premiums may be dropping. It also tells you it tells me anyway, that silver will be languishing down here between 18 and probably 15. All right, all an excellent buying opportunity for those of you that are buying. But I keep saying, don't spend all your money at one time. I broke down and I bought some silver the other day. I couldn't stop. I didn't hit the bottom, but I got something I really liked, and I'll show that to you when it comes. But no, I didn't hit the bottom in the 17s. I actually thought 18 would double bottom and we'd head back up, which we did on the week, but not on the day. And the bar I bought, I could have gotten for, I don't know, like $50 cheaper, 100-ounce bar. But anyway, that's my story. I am still stacking cash. You've got time. You can be thoughtful about your purchases. You can be thoughtful about watching for the deals, and I'll keep telling you about good deals as I find them. But really, all you have to do is queue up Hero, Monument, Bold, Bullion exchanges if you're in the United States, and watch their specials. I saw premium come down to $1.70 at one of those places. I forget which one of them it was. Of course, it's a kilo bar, and not everybody wants kilo bars. But anyway, even 10-ounce bars were doing really good. Kilos were in the 650 range. 10-ounce bars were oh gosh, I don't recall if they got down to $1.99. But if you're paying more than $1.99 premium, I think you're paying too much. Watch the spot price, watch those 3-4 retailers, and you'll do okay. I also think that gold was a screaming deal recently, and I just can't buy it right now because the GSR in the mid 90s. I'm not going to go against my philosophy that you have to buy silver over gold when the GSR is that high. but gold certainly is going to be more stable going forward. If you think that interest rates are going to keep going up, then you may want to wait to buy. If you think that the dollar is going to, continue to skyrocket higher, you may want to wait to buy. But I think we're nearing tops in both those things, and there will be days when that there'll be a buy, and there'll be days where prices will be up, and you shouldn't buy. But anyway, that is the Amark news. That is my view on the market. Sorry, silver got creamed this week. I know it's hard to watch, but you saw the stock market as well, didn't you? Let's take a look at that. All right, this is a chart of the DIA, the proxy for the Dow Jones, and oil been looking terrible here lately as well. But here is the Dow Jones. You can see here was the giant rally from the "We Are Neutral" speech, and then we got the bad news that he's going to keep raising rates, and then look at that. Wow, now that looks pretty bearish. Of course, we'll probably retest 30,000. I think we'll go lower. And we could have a bounce because nothing goes straight down. Things zigzag up and down. But this market is a bear market. If you think it's a bull market, then perhaps the chart could repair itself with a couple of rallies above the recent high. I just don't think that's going to happen, but I suppose it could. But the fundamentals do not say new bull market, right? The fundamentals, you can't make that small. The fundamentals just are deteriorating rapidly if you're looking forward. So that is my opinion, and that does not bode well for silver, but it does bode well for opportunity for new stackers. You keep those premiums low, and like I said, if you already have your stack, then what you going to do? You're going to cry about it? No. We told you. Not just me, but 1,000 YouTube videos told you stack silver for the long term. If you weren't doing that, if you were trying to squeeze silver and make an instant profit, then you fell for the rhetoric and you made a bunch of people rich, just not you or me, because I did some buying too on that last silver squeeze. But here we are back to reality, and it's a long-term hold. Will it be 50 years? No, heck no, it can't be as we get down here below mining costs. But I will tell you to take a look at copper. All right, a lot of silver production comes from copper, and copper has been decimated lately. Expect silver to trade more like copper than it trades like gold. And the ratio will straighten it out from time to time when the stars align. But you're in a commodity, and you got to really hold it for the long term. And that's what I hope you are doing. All right, before I go, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe if you like, and do tell me where you think we're headed. Do you think silver is going to stick around here? Do you think it's going to shoot back up? Or do you think we're headed for lower territory? No, not 8. Okay, guys, people make ridiculous predictions, but no, not 8. But, on a really, really bad day where people are losing their life savings and their homes, 12. Okay, I don't think we're going to get there. I think looks more like 15 as a floor, but I've generally been right on direction lately, but I can't tell you where the support levels are. But anyway, I think 18 to 15 is okie dokie to buy in there. What do you think? And what are you doing? Are you just sucking it up and saying it's okay, put my stack away and go do something else? What I did is I poured some silver. So I'll give you a look at some of these pieces. I decided to go back to my roots and make some silver picks, and they turned out really nice. I hope you all have a fine 3-day weekend if you're celebrating that or have those days off, and I'll see you next week. All right, Louie out. Take care.